Franklin's. Love the series. I know we talk about them whenever we can, but tonight, something special. Finally got in a small grouping of 65 grade S mints. S mints. 53 and 54, everybody. 53 and 54. The last two S mint $50 ever made for circulation. There was never a Kennedy, and after 54, there was never another coin. That's just part of the story. The real story is how special these blast white beauties are in the series itself. Now, the Franklin $50 series replaced the Walking Liberty. 47 was the last Walker. 48's when Franklin started. And at that time, it was the first coin in U.S. history. A circulating coin was not a U.S. president. It was a living person, non-U.S. president. Remember the 09 Lincoln? Then we go to the nickel, which was Jefferson in 38. The dime was Roosevelt in 46, right? Washington quarter was in 32. So when we moved to the $50, we went to a founding father, probably one of the greatest of all time, right? And we made a series. If it wasn't for the unfortunate events of late 1963, he might still be on the $50. But the S mints were made for only 5 years. 35 coins were made between 48 and 63, 16 Ps, 14 Ds, and 5 S's. Now the mint mark is below the E and the S at the very, very top of the coin. It looks like a hook on the bell. That's actually the S mint mark, not the hook. Both of these coins have very, very small mintage figures. Very small. 4.1 million and 4.9 million compared to the 20, 30, 40 we saw from a lot of the P's and D's during this time frame. Now, the reason why we don't find any of these coins today is pretty easy to understand when you look at the timeline. We pull silver in 1964, 90%, right? So the government does what? They grab it. We grab it as well. We hoard the stuff because it's worth more than the face value. And then over a short period of time, it goes to $50 an ounce for the first time in 1980. And it did it again in the last decade, right? And it bounced between them a few times into the 30s. At $50 an ounce, these melted at $20 a piece. I was a paper boy in the 60s. You might have heard that, or if you were listening before with us. And I got paid with this stuff. I had my albums, I put them together, and then I put all the rest in a can, right? In that can, they were 50 cents. When I melted them, they were 20 bucks. Pretty big deal. Then after that time frame is when NGC gets introduced to the industry. And for the last 35 years, they've evolved to be the dominant force in independent certified coinage. They make a living by giving us their opinion, and then they slab or holder that opinion for us to work with. Here is the differential which makes these crazy special. First of all, my competition sells uncirculated coins in capsules, 6 grades lower. The 53 is at 106, that's as of today. And the 54 is at 75.50 as of today. 6 grades lower than us at a 65. The 65s, love this. 64 is where we start always, right? But whenever we can find a bonus coin or a better grade at crazy prices like this, we always jump in. The 53, are you ready? 4,046 coins known. There isn't a silver eagle that has a mintage, or I should say a population that low for premium grade. In 65 FBL, 66, all added together is that 4,046. If you take the 95W, proof silver eagle, in 69 and 70, you're over 7,000 coins out of the 30,000 coins they struck. Double this. That's a $5,000 coin. The coin that beat that coin was the 19S enhanced reverse proof. That was 30,000. Remember that fiasco a couple of years ago. That was a lot of fun. You can't touch that coin at $30,000 for $2,000, and you can't touch a 6970 for $3,000 or more. Usually more. And there's 10,000 of those known. So explain to me how a vintage coin that's almost three-quarters of a century old, again, these are 1953 and 1954. We are right now in 2022, right? Franklin's are special. They're just undervalued. That 35 coin series between 48 and 63 has some very serious coins in it, yet they're affordable. If they were Morgan dollars, priceless with these low numbers. I mean, they're comparable numbers to 93O, 93S, etc. in low grade. And those are thousands of dollars each, right? Great coins. Love them. So again tonight, 4,046 on the 53 and 6,411 on the 54. Both brilliant. Now the deal was a little larger. We cut part of it out because a lot of the coins were really ugly. Bad toning, bad spots, bad hazing. We don't like that. We like ours to be beautiful, homogeneous, and look at that. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? Blast white, wow. And again, our price for a 65, not a 4, a 65, we're less than their uncirculated prices. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. Lots of activity. The phones are very busy. Always remember, avccoins.com. It's like cutting the line without having to pay the $200 at Disney to get to the front of the line if you're doing some rides. This one's for free. Just laptop, home computer, smartphone, etc. 905-5618 and 905-7890. So there was 5 S-mints, 49, and then 51, 2, 3, and 4. 5 S-mints in the Franklin series. These are the last 2. As I referenced earlier, 54S is the last half dollar ever made by the San Francisco Mint. Any type of metal, silver like this one or copper clad, they stopped making half dollars after this year. Mintage to population, they're both 4.1, 4.9 low mintage, which is a good thing. But populations, crazy scarce in 5. 4,046, 6,411. The best part though is our price. My competition is at 106 for a 60. We're at $89.95 for a 65, 6 grades higher. And that 54S, $75.50, 6 grades higher. We're at $69.95. Both of these are big time winners, really rare and affordable. Join me.